When a team of forest researchers discovered an abandoned hunting cabin in the remote hills of northern Washington, they didn't expect to find much more than rotting wood and silence. But inside the cabin, tucked inside a gray metal case, they found something else: an old cassette recorder and a worn notebook. Day 1. This is John Merrick. If you're hearing this, I've either gone missing or I didn't want to be found. John Merrick was a former wildlife biologist turned recluse. He retired in 2003 using a small inheritance to buy a stretch of land far from the nearest town. He left the noise of civilization behind and began documenting silence. Literally. I'm here to record quiet. It's harder to find than you'd think, even in nature. The first tapes are peaceful. Birds, wind, distant splashes in the lake. But on the third night, the silence is broken. Day 3. I woke at 2:14 a.m. to footsteps. Heavy ones. Not four-legged. 2. They stopped about 30 feet from the window. No breathing, no movement. It just stood there. In the morning, he found a huge footprint pressed deep into the wet moss. Left foot only, much deeper. Like it was limping. I'm not alone. The tracks. They continue. Never ahead, only behind. Always behind. John starts referring to it. The thing. It leaves no tracks coming in, only going out. One night he wakes to a creak. The door, still locked. In the morning, scratch marks on the inside of the door. One morning, John finds a message scratched into the inside wall of the cabin. It watches from the ridge. Not written, carved. He doesn't remember doing it. I followed the tracks up to the ridge. There were many, but never side by side, never crossing. One path, one lead, like it wanted to be followed. His journal reveals he found a trash bin torn apart, the heavy lid twisted like thin foil. Nearby, blood. This isn't an animal. It's not a man. It knows. I'm in some kind of game I don't understand. One footprint sinks deeper, the left. He believes it's wounded. That night, the door shakes. Not a knock, a push. He sits in bed holding his rifle, afraid to breathe. In the morning, fingerprints. Not normal ones, thick, hairy. And on the floor, a hand-shaped blood smear pressed low. Today is day 10. I'm leaving this case by the door. If someone finds this, be careful. If you hear it, don't respond. Never respond to its voice. The tape clicks, ends. When authorities found the cabin, the door was ripped from its hinges. No signs of struggle. No blood. No John. But a single trail led away into the woods, pressed into the snow. Far. Very far. They said the tracks continued for nearly a mile. No turns, no breaks, no return path. Casts were taken of the tracks. The cabin still stands, without its door. Some say John went mad. Others are not so sure. Weeks later, rescuers reached his remote cabin. The door was ripped off. Inside, the bed was undisturbed, but his rifle lay on the floor. His boots were still by the door. Outside, the snow was disturbed in a wide arc, but no tracks led away. There were no signs of a struggle, no blood, no body, just absence. Some believe he lost his mind and wandered into the forest. Others think he staged his disappearance. But those who read his journal, the fear in his final words, believe something else. To this day, no trace of John has ever been found.